Daniel had this special ability to interpret the dreams, and it seems like he needed that super quickly because King Nebuchadnezzar has a dream. And so he gathers all of his wise men up, these sorcerers and magicians, and along with it, Daniel and his friends, and he commands them, tell me what the meaning of this dream is. And Daniel and his friends, they've been forced into exile, forced to be trained over a period of years to become a wise man. It wasn't by their choice, and yet now they're on the chopping block along with the others. Well, Daniel would go on to explain the dream to King Neb and what it means, and you can read it this week in your journal. But the first question it asks is this: where are you looking for security? King Nebuchadnezzar, he worships created things, and yet Daniel cries out to the Creator. All of us are tempted to build our lives upon things that were never designed to carry our hope. I know for me that sometimes my first response isn't prayer. It's to go to Dr. Google or ChatGPT these days. Who do we go to when we're in trouble? What question does this ask of us? Well, our first response often reveals our deepest trust. And so the question is, what's your first response under pressure? Who do you go to for security? But number two, what's your first response under pressure? King Nebuchadnezzar's response was, I need to fix this. And Daniel's response was, we need God. It's funny that the other wise man, they would keep repeating throughout these chapters, long live the king. And here's Daniel saying, the king will not live long. Nebuchadnezzar only worships once he has seen the miracle, and yet Daniel worships before anything changes. And it poses the question to us, or interrogates us, can you praise God before he answers? I think this is the point. That the dream isn't just meant to reveal the future, but it's meant to reveal what God's people should look like while we wait. It reveals how we are called to live in light of Christ's eventual return as described in this dream. Imagine if Eastlake was praising Jesus not because life was easy, but because they understood that Christ was still king. Imagine workplaces like that. Imagine families and schools like that. Not perfect people, not people without pain, but people whose hope couldn't be shaken because kingdoms rise and fall, but God's kingdom remains. We aren't in awe of the things of this world because the things of this world can't bring us hope. When pressure comes this week, this is the challenge. Ask yourself, if I react like everyone else, what will be different because I follow Jesus? We are more like King Nebuchadnezzar than we'd like to admit. We chase control. We look for security in things that can't save us. We worship what we fear losing. But that's exactly why Jesus came. Daniel, he saw a stone in the dream, a stone that would outlast every kingdom. And hundreds of years later, Jesus arrived, rejected like a stone by the world and crucified by an earthly empire just like Babylon. And yet 3 days later, he rose again, proving that there is one kingdom that death itself cannot overcome. Every kingdom will fall. Every political power will fall. Every career will fall. Every empire will fall. Every life will fall. But there is one king whose kingdom will never end. And the question that Daniel leaves us with is the same question that Jesus left us with in his story of who will you build your house upon? Who will you build your life upon? The question is this: which kingdom are you building your life on?